Look at me. This is the whole point of this video, and I'm... okay. Hey, what's up? You're watching me. My name is Larissa, and if you're new here, so am I. Now we have something in common. This is the first type of video that I've done like this, other than the one that I made before this, which was basically just a ramble before I was leaving. But today I'd really like to kind of dig into what I'm trying to do with this series and this kind of like experiment that I'm conducting on myself. And I'm also interested to know if this is something that you would like to take part in as well and conduct your own little experiment on yourself, because I know that we all have different levels of social media addiction. I should probably actually tell you guys what this video is going to be about. So, to preface this backstory, I applied for the vitamin water contest, you know, the one where they take the phone, you can't have a smartphone for a year. And I made 4 videos on my Instagram account, which will be linked down below. You can check those out. They're pretty cringy though, so don't hate. In the video, I mentioned that if I were to win the contest, I would document my journey without my phone, because I think, first of all, that would be an awesome experience in and of itself, just to experience what it's like to be an adult without a smartphone. Because when I didn't have a smartphone, I got my first phone when I was in like middle school, so I don't know what it's like to be an adult without a smartphone. And obviously I didn't win, but I thought I still want to do something similar to that. I actually just got a Pixel 3 for the camera, and I'm really excited about that. Instead of doing a no phone for a year thing on myself, I decided that I would do something kind of similar. But I was thinking in the shower one day, which is where all my intellectual thoughts come about, and I was like, why do I spend, like, what is the one thing that I spend mostly on my phone, like the one thing that I spend more time on my phone? And I was like, I think it's Facebook, honestly. I don't really use Twitter that much, don't really use Instagram that much, I don't really use Snapchat that much either. I watch YouTube at night to go to bed because I have to watch my ASMR. Facebook was really like the root of my problems. It's like I would be at the gym, pull out my phone, check Facebook, put it away, and then like literally the second I put it away, I'd be like, oh, I forgot to like check something else because I was distracted on Facebook, and then I'd go back to Facebook as if it would have changed in the 2 seconds that I was putting it away. So the first idea was that I was just gonna not download Facebook at all on my phone. And then I decided to actually see if it's possible to like kind of like figure out what exactly you need to do in order to have a healthy relationship on Facebook, or if it's just better to just completely eradicate it from your life completely. I kind of want to see like, what is it about Facebook that causes like stress and anxiety and just general like unhappiness, not being productive and stuff like that. So I decided to break this whole thing out into phases, and this video is, I guess, phase 1, and that is where I would just go for a week and see how long I'm on Facebook, just use it normally. I got this phone on Friday in the afternoon, actually the evening is when I set it up, so that's why I have to wait a week to see exactly like how long or what my average amount of time spent on Facebook per day is. So you can see on here, let me focus it. So you can see on here that on Friday, it was not that much time. And then, you know, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Notice how even though it's like a weekday, it's still almost 2 hours. And the thing is like, it's not even like when I'm at work that I'm on Facebook, because I'm working on editing videos and I'm just so busy, but it's usually when I get home. So like most of the time when I'm at home, when I get home, I'm on Facebook, which is really kind of scary. I mean, no wonder I feel like I don't have time to do anything when I get home, because I'm spending 2 hours of my night on Facebook. I usually don't get on Facebook in bed though. I usually just, you know, set my ASMR videos and there I go. The first step is just to be aware of how long you spend on Facebook, and just kind of like think to yourself, what are some things that I could be doing with this amount of time that I'm spending on Facebook per week? And I'm already worried because like that's gonna be a huge number, the weekly amount of hours that I'm on Facebook, and then the average amount per day is already almost up to an hour. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of crazy. Another thing that I was going to do, this was actually going to be the real phase 1 or the phase 2, I don't know, but it was going to be going through and deleting all the people that I don't talk to anymore on Facebook, because honestly, like on Facebook, I'm not a person that posts a lot, so that's where, you know, you and I might be a little bit different. I don't really post a whole lot. I just go on there to share memes and stuff, and you know, I'm part of some groups, I'm part of some makeup groups, some other groups, some dog groups that I like to interact with, but I don't really post in there. And I obviously like to see what my family posts, my mom posts and stuff like that, but other than that, I mean, it's just like I don't post anything, so I'm kind of like a watcher. I'm less of a poster, more of a watcher. So I was gonna go through and delete all the people I don't talk to on Facebook, because when I was in high school and Facebook kind of came out and became a thing, we friended basically everybody we saw every day. So if somebody sent me a friend request and I went to school with them, I was like, yeah, I'll friend you because I know you and I see you every day. But now we don't see those people every day, and they're still there on our friends list. It's like clutter. Like, we don't use them. We don't see them. We don't interact with them. So they don't mean anything to us. And like, I know it sounds sucky, but it really, like, I have a ton of people on my friends list that I don't even see their statuses anymore, because the algorithm on Facebook shows you people that you interact with the most. So there's people I don't even know, I don't even remember that are on my friends list probably. I haven't gone through my friends list, so I'm probably gonna be shocked by the amount of people on there that I don't ever see their stuff, because Facebook is like, oh, you don't talk to this person, I'm not gonna show you their statuses. I'm still gonna do that, but that's kind of why I didn't want to make it like an actual step, is because it's not really gonna make a difference in what I see, because I don't see their stuff anyway, because the algorithm doesn't show me their posts and their stuff. So I still am gonna go through that and delete a lot of people. But it's not really gonna make a huge difference, I feel like, in the way the app affects me and how much I actually use Facebook. So when I started to do this, when I was working out the idea of what this video was gonna be and what the series was gonna be, one of the questions I was asking myself was like, why do I want to quit Facebook? And it just kind of hit me, like, I was like, that's the wrong question to be asking. Like, I should be asking myself, why am I even still using Facebook? Like, what's the point? I mean, I just said that I like to see stuff my parents post. I like some of the groups that I'm in. And then other than that, it's just like Facebook Marketplace. I can talk to people still on Messenger because I have the app, the Messenger app. And I really wish, by the way, Facebook, if anybody from Facebook is watching this, make the Facebook Marketplace a separate app, please. Like, that'd be so awesome, because then I wouldn't have to go to Craigslist. So after I asked myself the question, why do I even have Facebook? I started asking myself the question, like, does Facebook even make me happy? Like, what are the average amount of experiences that I have on Facebook? Like, what's my feeling from being on there? And usually it causes me stress, like, no joke. Anything, like, anytime I go on Facebook, I'm always seeing some like stupid news article, or I'm seeing somebody share an article that obviously isn't real, but they just share it for the headline, and that kind of pisses me off, because it's like, really, you couldn't deduce that this isn't a real article, or you couldn't deduce that this article isn't accurate because it's being posted by an extremely biased source. Or I'll see just like, I don't know, opinions that I don't like, which is fine. People are allowed to have opinions, but when you're surrounded, like, you have such easy access to people's opinions on Facebook, it's almost like you're reading their minds. And then when you go out into the real world, like, you can't read people's minds, so you don't know what their opinions are. So like, you have a better interaction with people you don't know and strangers in real life than you do on Facebook. And it's almost like being on Facebook all the time has kind of made us feel like the strangers we see are all the same. I mean, it's just strange. It's like, it's almost like you don't feel like there's a person behind the camera, or behind the camera. It's almost like you feel like there's a person. It's almost like you feel there's not a person behind the computer, because it's all the same stuff. Like, you're not making that connection. Like, you know there's a person behind that computer, but you're not face to face with them. So it's not actually clicking like, oh, what I say might offend this person, and that I don't want to, you know, you're not in front of them, so there's no repercussion, there's no like bad feeling because they're not in front of you, they're behind a computer, and so are you. So I just kind of came to the conclusion that, yeah, I mean, Facebook actually causes a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress, and I would love to know what it's like not to open my phone all the time and just see things that kind of irritate me and piss me off and make me sad and stressed out. And I feel like I'd be able to get a lot more done. I feel like I'm not depressed, but I feel like I just would be happier, be able to focus on my own life, because it's like, I put so much focus into what other people, so much thought and focus into what other people are doing, that I don't concentrate on my own life and what I'm doing. Like, I feel like 9 out of 10 times I'm thinking about somebody else or what somebody else said, instead of thinking about my life and focusing on myself, because that's what's important. You know, like, once I turn my phone off, I'm like here, I'm not there. So I took a test online to see if I was really addicted to Facebook, or if I'm just imagining it. And it was a true or false test, and at the end you add up all the truths. And it didn't come up with addicted, it came up with like borderline obsessive, borderline addictive kind of attitude towards Facebook. But a lot of the questions kind of didn't apply to me, and there wasn't like a middle answer. It was really just like true or false. So I might have to take another test in the future, or a few more, to get like a general idea of, am I really addicted, or is it just an obsession. So anyway, apparently I'm a little bit obsessed with Facebook, which I totally agree, even though it's not really benefiting me in any way, honestly. I really don't think it is, except for, you know, interacting with family, but honestly, they could just email me some photos and like text me and tell me about their day, and I could just call them, you know, like normal people are supposed to do. So I will be back with another video sometime after I figure out exactly how often I'm on Facebook every week. I'm kind of scared to find out, honestly. Once I figure that out, then I'll kind of figure out the next steps and what I'm gonna do to kind of like wean myself off of Facebook, if there's any way I could have a healthy relationship with Facebook. I honestly doubt it though, because the people that I'm friends with, like it's really hard not to see things that are gonna stress you out, because there's like sponsored posts, like there's, you know, pages and stuff that you might follow that share things you don't agree with, but you still want to follow them. I don't know what I'm getting at, honestly, I'm just blabbering, but you know what I mean. Like, I'm just gonna try to figure out and see if there's any steps I can take to make it a better experience for me, or if it's just like better to ditch it. And I probably will ditch it just to see what the experience is like. But starting out, like I said, just gonna be kind of like slowly weaning myself off, and maybe you guys will learn something and maybe you'll try it too. I don't know, that'd be cool. So let me know down below if you have any experiences with stress or anxiety, or if you, like, honestly, like, give me a percentage of how much is actually happy time on Facebook and how often you just get kind of pissed off and stressed out and you just kind of feel bad about yourself or things you see on there. I would love to know down in the comments below. Also, if you don't use Facebook and maybe you ditched it, let me know what your experiences are. I'm really excited to see maybe what I can expect when I ditch Facebook. And I think that's it for this video. Thank you. I hope it's not too long. Thank you for sitting here and listening to me. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on another video. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!